Hey guys, Midwest Collecting here, back again with another video, and today I bring you the continuation of the Power Rangers Megaforce line with the Gosei Ultimate Megazord. Pretty cool Megazord. It is its own separate thing. It does combine with just the normal Gosei Megazord into a kind of a weird form. We'll get around with it. I'll show you the photos too. Pretty cool. Picked this up back in the day. I do remember picking this one up at Ross, because I really didn't like it back then, but with the discount at Ross, you know, you really can't pass that kind of stuff up. It was pretty cheap from what I remember. So I will show you around the box and check it out. So as you can see here, it is still sealed. The box has seen better days. I still have the 2 promo cards that it comes with in there. We'll take a look at those once we get the box open. It shows you there, you got spaceship mode, and the armor opens up. Going around the back here, shows you a couple of different things. It does combine with the morph to kind of make like a mini command center, what they want to call it. And then yeah, the Megaforce Megazord, the Gosei Megazord, can ride on top of it, and it goes into like a jetpack. But we'll get to that once we get to that comparison here. I do have the Sentai version of this, so we'll check it out, so you can see the big difference between those two, which is a lot. So yeah, let me get this guy out of the packaging here and check him out. And taking a look at the promo cards before I put the packaging away, because it's still in here. I haven't removed them. But you get the Gosei Ultimate Megazord firing all its headers off of it. And then the back side, you get it in its spaceship mode. The Gosei Ultimate Megazord. Pretty cool. Not hollow though. I think they should have been hollow back in the day, but they didn't. So yeah, there's a quick look at the trading cards. Alright, here is the Gosei Ultimate Megazord straight out of the box. And as you can see here, lots of detailing on here. It is a pretty cool Megazord. It's grown on me after all these years. I do like this, the aesthetics of it and how it looks with the giant face on his chest, the pouty lips there. He's definitely has some lip injection. But yeah, it's pretty cool overall. You can never really tell it's a spaceship in this kind of form. Kind of pretty cool the way they do it. Not much articulation as far as it goes. Arms can go around 360. It can go out about that far. It can go in a wide pose, and it can reach higher because of transformation. Legs. It can do a thigh swivel. Nothing much else. It can do a knee bend because of the transformation, so you can kind of get in some poses, but if there's no articulation up here, it really kind of doesn't do anything. You can have him kneel down on one foot, I guess, or on both, like he's praying, I guess. You can have him do that if you want to. But that's about it. Nothing at the feet, no ankle or anything. The foot can go up for transformation, but that's about it. The guy doesn't do much. No head swivel, no nothing. Just joint connectors here from back in the day, the Zord builder ports. Let's take a look at the head sculpt there. Zoom on in. There we go. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Kind of. There you go. So yeah, got a little green picked out for the eyes there, some red around the head. The crest is picked out and some nice gold paint and some nice gold plastic. Overall, he is pretty sturdy. He is a little chunkier than the normal Gosei Megazord, just because he's one whole piece. He doesn't have to come apart as far as transformation goes. But he is awesome. As far as the Sentai counterpart, let me bring him out. Oh, before I do that, he does come with some accessories. It comes with these little blasters here. You can dual wield them in each hand if you want. Just plug it into the hands. And these are always lost, so they do come in a pair. So if you're looking for this guy's second market, make sure these come with it, or you're able to find some. Just because they complete the aesthetic once you do it, once you put it into spaceship mode. And also, they do combine together to make like a crossbow weapon as he falls down. So 1 second here. So that there, and then just kind of tab it together and then kind of slide it into his fist. And there we have like a crossbow mode. You can do it that way. You can do a gangster style and shoot him that way. You can do whatever you want. Oh yeah, he also does the splits. I forgot to show you. You can do the splits on this Megazord if you really wanted to. So let me get this guy off to the side real quick and bring in his Sentai counterpart. And as you can tell here, the Sentai one is so much larger than the American release and a lot more hefty. Still, nonetheless, they kept a lot of the detail the same. They kept the eye color about the same. Almost got metallic, but they kept the paint there. You got the red pretty much where it counts. The head sculpt is pretty much nailed the same. No paint missing up there. So for the most part, they kept the paint to pretty much near what the Sentai one had. Again, this one has some chrome gold on the face. The silver is actual paint. It's a lot more shiny compared to the American, just plastic silver. But pretty cool. The only kind of noticeable thing would be the weapon here. This has that nice gold plastic. This is just silver. There's some blue that's missing here, which will show it in spaceship mode. That kind of, you'll see, it kind of lacks. It makes it better once it's in spaceship mode. It has a little bit more definition. But other than that, it's a lot more bigger in every way possible than the American one. I did review this guy separately, so go ahead and check that video out. But yeah, overall, it's a nice comparison to the American one, which is not missing too many paint apps, but still a lot smaller. And he's a little thinner. He went on a diet, so it's pretty cool. Let's check out, we'll keep him in frame, but we're going to check out a couple of features and compare it to this guy here. So as far as the chest goes, he can deploy these headers, kind of a final attack combo. You can bring this guy out, bring that forward. You can bring these guys out here, and there you have a final finishing attack. These headers do not come out. They are stationary. Do not try to break them off or any way. You will regret it because you're going to break the toy. They are on a hinge down there. So yeah, you cannot take these off and vice versa or switch them out. You really can't do it on this one here. But pretty cool. Comparing it to the Sentai one here. You can deploy all of them. Most of them have an opening mouth. Snake does, the shark does not, the dragon does, and the bird does not. So you can bring everything out here. It has an extra painted detail on here where the cannon is. Pretty cool. These do pop off, so you can put the Japanese ones on there. Let me grab one real quick. So since I took that tiger off, we'll bring the normal tiger for the Sentai one and plug it in. So you can plug that in. It is slightly smaller than the DX one, just because it has a fit in this cavity, so you will not be able to close it with any of the normal ones from the deluxe Gosei Megazord if you have them. But these do come off. These do get lost. You can put this onto the normal Gosei, which I think I did in the review if you want to go ahead and check that out. But these are tiny, so they're going to look kind of weird on that Megazord. But again, if you're looking to get this guy complete, just be cautious. These do come off and they do get lost. I was lucky enough to get this off a Goodwill lot for pretty cheap. So yeah, I'm just happy to have him. And I like this Megazord. It is chunky. It is all sorts of goodness. So yeah, let me take this guy out of the way and we're going to get this guy transformed. Alright, so bear with me on this. I haven't got transformed this guy in quite some time. It's not complicated, it's just kind of intrusive. So I like to start, let's bring this back open here. We're going to pull it out. We're going to put his little antenna in, and this is going to spin around, and you're going to plop that back into place. It's going to fold in right there. Next thing we're going to do is going to bring the headers out. So bring these all out. You can bring those horns in. And then we're going to bring these arms up. And then around. And then they're going to peg in place. And then you can bring this down. And it's going to clip into itself just like that. And then we're going to take these two armpit headers and bring them up. Same with these guys here. We're going to bring those up just like that. Next thing, we're going to take the feet, fold them in. And then I believe we're going to twist that out, twist that around. And then this is going to hinge here, and it's going to clip in on this foot to there. Just like that. We're going to do the same thing for the other side. We're going to twist it, and then we're going to bend it. It's going to clip into there, onto there. Just like that. And then we are going to take the swords that we had originally, and they're going to peg into the bottom of the foot. Going to be just like this. Also be careful with these. If you do end up getting this in a lot, these nubs break off all the time. They're just kind of on a thin layer of plastic. So with kids, you know, pushing and pulling on this or pulling it the wrong way, it will rip it off, and then you're kind of stuck with just able to hold it in Megazord mode instead of in the foot. So here it is in the shuttle mode, which I think is pretty cool. I do like it. It's different. I give it that. Now you can see the wheels are more pronounced on this ship now. You got 3 of them, 2 up front, 1 in the back. No lights or sounds on the American one. I don't even think the Sentai one came with lights and sounds. I don't believe it did. But yeah, it is pretty cool. It does roll around like a spaceship does pretty well. And he does Tokyo Drift. So yeah, you can be the DK in outer space. But yeah, you see the headers. They are there. They have a spot for each of them. The dragon's kind of hidden underneath, as you can see. That's pretty cool. Simple transformation, but it's a little different compared to all of the other ones in this series here. Let me bring out the Sentai one. The Sentai one basically transforms the same as the American one, or I should say the American one transforms the same way as this one did. Same setup here. We're going to bring this back out. There's a button here. You want to unfold it. You're going to bring the horns in, and then that's just going to tuck in, and then you're going to bring that up just like that. We're going to bring the header up on the chest, fold the horns up, and then just get these up. You can bring those up and around, and then bring these up, and then bring the arms around. I know you can't see, but just like the American one, you're going to bring the arms up, fold them around, and clip them in, and then a little better if I have them down here, and just push it into place. And then the header will fall off just because they pop off easily. But yeah, just like that. And then we're going to bring these back up to the armpits. That one's up, that one's up, that one's up. And the same way we did with the other one, bring the leg out. And then same connector. It's going to connect there to there. If I can see, oh, bring the leg down too. Don't forget to bring the leg down. I forgot to bring the leg down. I'll show you on this side. It's a little better. Bring that up, bring the foot in, clip it, and then bring it on in and just snap it in. Just like that. And then we'll do the same thing we did with the American one with the weapons here. They plug into the same thing on the leg. just like that. And just like that. So yeah, it pretty much transforms one-to-one, just like the American one, or the American transforms one-on-one just like the Sentai one. As you can see, they are pretty much the same shape. Overall, you can have him ride the Sentai one. You can have a double spaceship attack if you really wanted to. That is actually pretty cool. That's the first time I've done that. So yeah, you can piggyback off the other one. But as you can see, the blue cockpit there is not on the American one, so you lose some paint detail, but I think that'd be the only paint detail that's missing on the American one versus the Sentai one. It is heavy, really heavy. So yeah, it's almost the same. You're missing the header port there. You could put something else on there. I forgot what they did in the Sentai one. As you can see, they covered up the dragon head on here and kind of molded it like it would be on there, and that one is just plainly visible. So I don't know why they did that, but yeah, it's there. But yeah, overall it is the same. Just a little missing paint detail here. So let me get this Sentai one off to the side to make some room. So as far as compatibility with the Gosei Great Megazord goes, the first combo, he's basically going to become a giant skateboard. You're just going to lay him on top. There's nowhere to peg him. It's just going to kind of friction in place. So you can have him like that. And he can roll around on top like that. I don't see anything in the instructions that secures it, but it looks like it just rolls around just like this. And it kind of holds it good and enough until it rolls over, but I don't choose a display like this. I usually display them separately. So this is one form you can show it off in. And then in the other combination you can do, it pretty much becomes a giant backpack. Basically, you're going to spin Gosei Great around, and then you have these ports here, and then you got this back plug here where the sword would have gone into. And on the Ultimate Megazord, you got the two clips here, and then this here is going to slide into that to be more secure. So we're just going to grab these guys, line everything up, and then just peg it all together, just like that. And now you have, and then you have the, and I don't know if there's an actual in the show. I haven't seen the show in a while, but I'm gonna call it the Gosei Great Ultimate Megazord, just cause. But yeah, he just basically becomes a giant backpack here, and he can fly off into space, even though he could fly in general because he's part dragon. But yeah, you can combine these all guys together and kind of have this cool little mode. It's pretty cool. I like it. The swoosh factor is there. You can fly him around. It becomes nice and heavy. And if you're looking to display these guys and have kind of a small space, you can have it this way. It doesn't take too much more space than it would normally would. It does restrict some movement though. The arms pretty much stop here. The wings can't go back because the ship's sitting back there. But yeah, you can do a couple of different things with this guy. But yeah, I do like the combinations you can do with this guy just with the Gosei Megazord. Also, one more combination you can do. So the other combination you can do with this guy is with the Morpher from the series. To get it ready for that, we're going to take this guy. We're going to pull his legs down. We're going to bring these headers and bring these back. Red can stay there. The legs are going to come up, and we're going to bring this around. Bring these up, bring it around, so they're kind of even, and we'll sort this out in a sec. And then bring that in, just like that. And then the Morpher, if you have the belt clip off, you're going to need to take it off just like I did here. You got these little channels here. And then the Gosei Ultimate has the same channels right there. He is just going to slide on and fall down. He is going to slide on. And just like that, we're going to move the legs around. And there you have the Gosei Command Center mode, which is pretty cool. And if you have any of the figures, I don't. So Light Speed Silver is going to take its place. You can bring them around. It does have ports on the legs here, so you can put some figures in there. I don't think this guy would fit, but let's see. Oh, it does. So yeah, you can plug them on in and have a couple of Rangers on there, just kind of like a command center. But yeah, it's pretty cool, all the little functionality you can do with it. I do like it. So if you choose a display like this, you can throw a card in there, but you will have to take it out. But yeah, and this does work. I do have a couple of cards. I may show it off in the final video just to kind of demonstrate it, but yeah, you can have it this way if you really wanted to. So yeah, the Gosei Megazord does add a lot more playability to this line, especially with the Gosei Great Megazord and the Morpher. It really does have anything combinable with the Gosei Ground Megazord over here. But overall, if you're looking to complete your collection, he is a must-have. He's a pretty cool spaceship mode. And like I said, it combines pretty cool with the Gosei Great and the Morpher. I don't think we've ever had anything like that since. That you can combine the Morpher with the Zord like you can with this, kind of a command center. So yeah, definitely a must pick up if you can find them complete. Like I said, look out for the swords, and then look out for the little nubs on the sword where they connect to the feet in shuttle and in the spaceship mode, that they're not broken or missing. So yeah, there is my review of the Gosei Ultimate Megazord. Please like and subscribe, and I think we got one more video left for these guys, or for him anyways, his Ultra combination with all the headers. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We will catch you around town. See ya, and have a good one.